had a conversation with a gentleman recently that was so impactful to me. He was telling me all about his past and all of the things that he had been involved in and all of the dark things that he had seen and participated in. And he said he was a Christian, but what he said is that he and God weren't quite cool yet. That he wasn't sure that God had forgiven him yet, and that he was working on it. And he was doing as much as he could to sort of even the scales and doing all that he could to make sure that God would see him as worthy to be forgiven. And I remember encouraging him in that moment, and I just want to encourage anyone who's maybe watching this and you feel the same way. Like you've got a really long list of things that you're not proud of, and you feel like there's no way that God could ever forgive you knowing what he knows about you and about your past. And here's what someone told me a long time ago, and I hope that it blesses you, that if your sin was too powerful for God, then Jesus would still be dead. Right? When Jesus went to the cross, he went to pay the penalty for your sin. He went to pay the debt that you owed. And if your sin was too much for him, then he would have stayed dead. If you still owed, then Jesus would still be dead. But the glorious news of the gospel is not only did Jesus die to pay for your sin, but he resurrected from the dead on the third day. And he showed his power and dominion over sin, death, hell, and the grave. And so I want you to be free from this attitude of, I've got to work in order to make myself worthy before God. The reality is that none of us are worthy to receive what we have received from Jesus, and that he died for all of our sin, and he left our sin in the grave, and he physically resurrected on the third day.